And that's the thing I've been getting talked down on and spoke down on for so long. It's to the point where I mean, I don't really care, but it's still kind of annoying and kind of aggravating, because it's like never have to live with what I live with, never have to go through what I've been through, never have to deal with what I deal with, because we're not even on the same wavelength. You feel me? Like it, and then some speak down on my journey, man. Like they not in a position that you can't do that. You can't speak down on someone's journey that you ain't on the same wavelength. You feel me? Like this. And this is one of those things that's annoying, to the fullest, man. It ain't nothing but Satan, man. Like I see all the signs of it being Satan. Yeah. All my life, man, I had to deal with it. And I could see, when I got older and I made mistakes in life, then that gave, persecutors a reason to justify the treatment. But what about when I was a child, and I was going through the same type of thing, same bullying. I was still being bullied when I was young. I was getting bullied in schools and in life. I mean, it's the same thing. And that was before I was way too young to discern the difference. You know what I'm saying? If I did anything wrong or not, and I didn't. I was innocent. Yeah, you feel me? So explain that to me. Is explanation for all my faults and stuff. Explain that. Why was I going through that when I was a kid? When I was a kid. Like the same thing I'm going through now. Baby. It followed me. That's what I want to understand of. If since I'm being spoken down on and somebody has all the answers. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like whenever I get to speaking some real stuff, that's when, this, like that's when persecutors get stirred up in the methods that they do. So as I clearly broken down many times, I'm not acting up by speaking anything. I'm just rebelling against, unright oppression, things that should not be. They make it's really a form of coercion. I'm not gonna be normalized into silence against something that should not be right, and it's not right. I'm not gonna conform and just accept and submit to things that are overbearing, overbalanced, and things that individuals should not be subjected to in any way, shape, or form. That most don't have to be. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not gonna display docility towards the devil. You feel me? You feel me? I'm a lion, man. You feel me? I'm not finna submit to no wolf. You feel me? That's where I'm at. Like, a wolf just is aggressive for no reason. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm just speaking, man. Like yeah. The purpose of this recording was brought about with being talked down on. You feel me? All being talked down on, and I ain't standing for it. It's crazy, man, and it's the weirdest thing, cause it's like when I think about various parts of my life growing up, it's like it always ended the same way. Like I've always felt like it was this darkness that was like just looming over a brother, like something that was like a shadow. Even though even with my young and innocent, you know, it still was there, like, and it just was the weirdest thing. And then when I got older, it felt like like I was living life, but it's like almost as if I was like, how can I explain it, describe it? It's like I wasn't like, it seems as though there was something like just over me, like over my life, overshadowing my life in advance. You feel me? So it's almost like I was just living, but it was kind of like empty. And then it's like once I got older and started growing, it's like I caught up to it. And then that's when I started, like, I caught up to what it was that was overshadowing me. Like, it just was like a darkness, a vast gross darkness, and I couldn't explain it. This is the best I could describe it. And then I couldn't explain it at all. I just had this feeling of, it wasn't insecurity, it wasn't inadequacy, because I knew, come on, as a child, you know that you want to, you want to do something great when you grow up or whatever. And it always was like, it was just there, like that emptiness, that shadow. And as I got older, like now, all of this stuff, I don't feel like it's a coincidence. All all of the new stuff, I don't think it's a coincidence. Cause it's almost as if it's the answer to what was happening, like what that darkness was all those years. And it's the strangest thing. Like I go places and it seems as though there was a predisposition against me. And it's the weirdest thing, you know. And even when I'm expressing these testimonies, there's so much going on in the world, like as a result of these testimonies, like even to the point where there was justices, individual justices awarded, you know, and things like that. And then I was being exploited and things like that I didn't even know. To this day, like I'm kept out of the loop of things concerning me, you know. And that's not a good feeling. But that's the way it is. So it just always been like it's been this irrational hatred towards me and people. Like I don't understand. Like I go somewhere new, there's a disposition against me already. Like, you know, like it's like in some people's attitudes and things just already predisposed against me since I was a little kid. In advance, like predisposed against me, and I can't explain or couldn't explain why they was. And then as I got older, it became more and more like it became more and more like clear, you know, like it's more evident, you know, and it's easier to perceive. And now to the age where, you know, I want answers, you know. I want answers as to why I've been treated like, you know, in that way. And then once I realized I got the answers I needed, I realized that, you know, I'm in no way supposed to have to go through that, but I thought I was because I was conditioned, you know, to that. And I realized common sense would tell me that if it had lasted that long, then it had to have existed before I became aware of it, you know. So you could pretty much guess, you know, like I don't care what nobody think. I don't care about none of that. You know, this is my life. You know, there ain't nothing out there that can intimidate me or shake me from speaking and embracing it. You know, as you hear all that, that's a reaction to my recording right now. You know, against you heard that? That's a reaction to my recording right now. I'm the privacy of my own phone and security of persons. You know. Or, you know, it's electronic harassment. You know, it's illegal, it's continuous, and everybody know about it. All the whole world know about it. It still happens though. You know? Still going on, you know, as if I never said anything. But yeah, you know, but to be honest though, this like recordings like these, this is an example of how I feel towards it. So I don't understand like how it continues, because it's obvious, you know, it's not changing me, you know, it's not changing my reaction to anything, or, you know, but that's a totally different topic though. That's a totally different topic. But as for, you know, what I was mentioning before, answers, you know, I'm a truth speaker, and I'm a truth seeker, and I will continue to seek it, and you know, I will never give up, you know, against all odds, you know, against all of them. I will have justice. I'm out of here.